Hey guys, I'm ChezPride and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm doing another speed build that is also another inspired build, but we're doing it a little bit differently than normal. So basically, if you don't know, an inspired build is basically when I take the image of a house and I recreate the image of the house in The Sims 4, and then I kind of make up my own floor plan, just kind of read and do the rest of the house how I would do it just from that one image. But this time, I'm doing it from actual floor plan. The image you saw at the beginning of the video is the house we're building, and it also has the floor plan under it. And it's not just a floor plan, it's like showing exactly what furniture it wants to have, what wall colors, what floor colors, where the doors are, or where the windows are. It just has everything. So basically, I am building this house to a T from what is in the window. Or at least I'm trying, or not in the window, but in the image. At least I am trying to. Before we go any further in this build, I do want to apologize for one quick little thing, which I don't know if it's something that bothered y'all, but I do apologize for my last 3 videos being all of the same series. I had 3 different series going on this channel, and even when I only have 2 series, I normally don't do 3 videos back to back of the same series, but it is my rainbow series, and I wanted to get more episodes than I was getting out during Pride Month. So, I did do 3 episodes back to back, but I promise the next 3 videos, including this video, are not going to be that series, as long as my schedule goes to plan. But I will have, if you are enjoying that series, I am going to have a couple more episodes before the end of the month, or at least I'm going to try to. But anyways, I just wanted to apologize that it has nothing to do with this build, but I've never done that before, so I just thought I would address it. But anyway, back to the build. Like I was saying, I am going to try to do it pretty much as close to the image as I can, and that also means that this house is not going to look as lived in. I like to make my houses look kind of lived in, especially when I'm doing speed builds, but this one, my idea was it was being made to be sold, so it has like minimal decorations. Like it has plants, it has yeah, that's about it. It has plants. So I basically thought, you know, this could be a house to sell on the beach. It has some, I ended up putting some sand under it. I did build it in Sulani. I kind of interpret it to be a beach house, even though I don't think it was originally a beach house, but I did my best from the landscaping in the picture. I do at the end up putting like random landscaping in, like it didn't really match too well in the image, but in the image it's kind of hard to tell what the landscaping would be around it. And yes, I am aware it's just a box. It is literally just a box. But I had a little bit of trouble with the roof lining because, like, the roof basically in the picture, it has the big roof that I just did, but then it also has this small roof, but the top of the small roof is under the big roof, and you just can't really do that in in this game. This is the closest you get to that. So it does look kind of weird, and plus it had like a white metal roof, and this is the closest I could get to a white metal roof. So it looks kind of weird, but I think the columns helped a little bit, maybe? I don't know, it's still pretty weird. It's still pretty weird. I tried my best with this house, but there's just a couple of things about it that I just didn't please me. So, here I am putting the sand down, because like I said, I did make it kind of like a beach house vibe. I tried to kind of blend in with the sand around it, but it didn't blend as well as I would have hoped. Just because the edge of the lot just kind of cuts off. I wish the sand had like extended to the sand around it, but there's nothing I can really do about that. But this is the point I realized that the front porch was a tile smaller than I made it. And this is the only part right here that differs, is this little crook, because I had to have a mailbox and a trash can somewhere. So I decided just to shove them in this little crook right here. Or that I noticed at last minute it was there. So that is about the only part of the build that differs from the picture. I'm pretty sure. But I also only made it one tile high because there weren't any stairs on the front porch in the picture. So I just only did, it was on a level though, so I did do one step higher. It's a beach house, it should probably have more of an under thing. But then there was issues with there being no stairs. So it happens. It happens. But like I said, I did very minimal decoration. I didn't even put in the blinds that were in the picture. All the big windows have blinds in the floor plan. I didn't even like put the blinds there just because I knew that'd be a pain in the butt. But we are doing the bedroom. Honestly, I couldn't find the exact bed they had in the picture. We don't really have a bed like that with like a blanket thrown over the end. But I did find this white bed that was kind of close. And it had like a long table, bedside table. So I kind of took that one and just kind of pretended it's a bedside table. I did get the rug in pretty perfectly though, if I don't mind me saying. And there was a little desk in the corner that was set up to look like a vanity. I could have put a real vanity in, but this is only one tile. And the vanities we have in this game that came with Vintage Glamour are 2 tiles. So I just decided to make it out of a desk and put a mirror on the wall. The mirror kind of doesn't fit. Like, you could not sit in that chair and see yourself in that mirror. But there's nothing I can do about it because I can't like slide mirrors up and down on the wall, unfortunately. But yeah. And I thought that dresser fit in perfectly for the dresser in the floor plan. And I will say, the bedroom is probably the most nicely decorated room in the house. And there's not much to it. So you kind of see that I'm literally just doing the floor plan. The kitchen was kind of interesting though. In the dining space in particular, I had a table in mind that went perfectly with the table in the floor plan. This table right here. I thought it matched it perfectly. And then I got to letting out, I was like, this is kind of big. And especially when I started putting the kitchen, I realized there would be no room whatsoever. So I did have to switch to a smaller table, which meant I also used a bar stool table. So we ended up having these bar stools instead of dining room chairs, but it fit better. It wasn't exactly what was in the image, but it fit better and it was going to work better for The Sims. But now we are about to fit in our kitchen, and I will admit I'm a little embarrassed because I ended up switching where the stove was going to be and where the sink was going to be, and just didn't even realize it until I was like watching the footage back, and I was like, wow, I'm an idiot. And it kind of made me do something kind of embarrassing. So in the floor plan, all the upper cabinets and the upper shelves, because there are shelves in between the cabinets, which I thought was kind of a cool detail, but the all dark wood except for above where I thought the sink was. So I was like, okay, that's weird, there's a white cabinet above the sink. So I just embraced it and put a white cabinet. I was like, cool, this is quirky little detail. No, that's supposed to be where the stove goes, and the stove is supposed to be black, and that's supposed to be a oven hood thing, the thing that catches the smoke and you can turn on the fan and stuff. I always forget what not hood cap. I don't know. Anyways, so that's why there's just a random white cabinet there. So I did mess up the kitchen a little bit, but nothing too major. But anyways, moving on from the embarrassing kitchen mistake, there is this tiny living room, and it has a couch and a TV, and that's pretty much it. I ended up making the TV a little bit smaller, but other than that, it's pretty much just it. Like I said, I didn't do blinds, but other than that, it's pretty much it for the inside, and then the rest of it is pretty much just me doing the front porch, which is like a bench and a plant, and doing some landscaping. So I'm going to go ahead and sign this one off here and let y'all jam out to some music for the slideshow. Or, yeah, because there's a little slideshow of the final product. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and all that awesome stuff, because you guys are awesome people. I'll see you next time. Alright,